That's Jim O'Rear's Wacky World.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, gather round. Your friendly neighborhood explorer of wacky places and attractions has once again wandered into something that is wild, weird, fascinating, and educational: the world of serial killers.
I was invited by the fine folks behind Serial Killer the Exhibition World Tour to come take a look at their amazing attraction, now making its United States debut in Atlanta, Georgia at Pullman Yards and running through April 2026. That's right, this European phenomenon has finally made it to America. First of all, let's address the elephant in the padded cell. This is not a Yay Serial Killers fan club convention. If you show up in a Dahmer cosplay sweater vest asking for autographs from a mannequin, security is probably going to have a chat with you. This is not an attraction that glorifies serial killers. This exhibit takes a clinical, psychological, FBI profiling, how does a brain go this wrong approach. And you know me, I've always been fascinated by what makes the deviant mind tick. Not in a let's take notes kind of way, more like a how does a human being software crash this catastrophically way. Now, this thing is massive, around 27,000 square feet, over 40 rooms. It's at least a 3-hour self-guided deep dive into the darkest corners of human psychology. That's not a casual pop in between brunch and Target. This is a commitment. Hydrate, stretch, maybe hug a puppy beforehand. Inside, over 2,100 authentic artifacts tied to more than 140 to 150 serial killers from the US, Europe, Russia, and beyond. We're talking Jeffrey Dahmer's and Charles Manson's glasses, Ed Kemper's ring, Robert Berdella's tools, crime scene reconstructions of John Wayne Gacy and the Zodiac Killer, even a freezer used by a cannibal killer. Nothing says immersive experience like standing near an appliance that has seen things. But what makes this different and important is the educational framing. This isn't tabloid nonsense. It digs into FBI profiling methods, criminology, psychological patterns, geographic behavior mapping, media versus reality, and how these criminals were ultimately analyzed and captured. You learn about modus operandi versus signature. You learn how patterns emerge. You see how investigators piece together fragments of chaos to stop monsters. It's part psychology, part criminology masterclass, part I'm sleeping with the lights on tonight. There are also interactive gaming experiences. You can try your hand at some trivia. I'm a little ashamed to say that I got a gold trophy for my knowledge of Ed Gein. But don't worry, ladies. I only rated as 6% of a psychopath in the personality testing. So there's that. There are multiple immersive recreated rooms. And let me tell you, when you step into a reconstructed crime scene, it hits differently. It's sobering. It's heavy. And the exhibit makes sure to center the victims, their names, their stories, so it never loses sight of the human cost. This exhibit goes out of its way not to glorify any of these deviants. It debunks myths. It dismantles the romanticized nonsense that Hollywood sometimes pushes. It presents these individuals as what they were: deeply disturbed, destructive criminals whose actions devastated families and communities. It's uncomfortable. It's graphic. It deals with murder, cannibalism, ritual crimes. This is not a bring the kids after Chuck E. Cheese kind of outing. It's for true crime, comfortable adults who want to understand the psychology and investigative science behind these cases. And I have to say, as someone who's visited haunted houses, horror sets, true crime locations, and every macabre roadside attraction known to man, this felt different. Less jump scare, more brain science, more how do we prevent this again instead of boo. There's even a nice section that takes a look at the films inspired by some of these killers, that features props from the movies, autographed items, and more. And being from the horror film industry of Hollywood myself, it was fun seeing many of my friends and the characters they played featured in various displays here. You will not believe how massive and well put together this is. I mean, this video barely scratches the surface. Atlanta is the American premiere after successful runs in London, Paris, and Berlin, and this is the largest edition yet, with over 1,000 more artifacts than they had in the Berlin stop. So, if you're into true crime, psychology, criminology, or just trying to understand the wiring of the human mind when it goes catastrophically wrong, this is a fascinating, not to be missed experience. I want to give a huge thank you to the staff behind the exhibition for inviting me out and letting me grab some highlights to share with you guys. It's truly professional, thoughtful, and respectful in how they present such intense material. And was it worth the 13-hour round-trip drive from Orlando to Atlanta to see it? Absolutely.
Head to serialkillerexhibit.com to get more info, dates, tickets, and all the details of this attraction before it's gone. Now, if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the darker side of humanity, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Would you go? Or are you sticking to puppy videos and cooking shows? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Like cry then scream why? Not the digital rear's wacky world. As a UFO made of PVC, a werewolf and Denny's just sipping tea. You roast your grandma for stealing a sign. That hug a ghost dog, it's rescue time. His news is odd, his facts are thin, but who needs truth when the jokes all win?